Now that we have finished the Clash of Ninja games for the GameCube, let's jump into the world of the Wii Clash of Ninja games. Our first game on the list is Gekito Ninja Taisen EX, which came out on February 22nd, 2007 in Japan. A week after that, Naruto Shippuden had its first anime airing on February 15, which explains why this game focuses on the Shippuden theme. But before we check out how much of the Shippuden story this game covers, let's check out the battle mechanics first. With the new generation of Clash of Ninja games, the developers this time made some change to the engine itself, and the battles feel more heavier and more impactful. The attack buttons and the ideas of the combat are relatively the same as the GameCube games. You have your weak and heavy attacks, kunai buttons, special buttons, sidestep buttons, and so on and so on. A new feature that was added in this game is the addition of map objects. In all of the game stages, there are these objects like crates, tree branches or rocks that have a gameplay mechanic to them. You can use these objects to hide from your enemy, and by pressing the heavy or light attack button, you can perform a different attack by jumping out of cover. The other feature is that you are able to make your opponent bounce from them to deal extra damage. I personally don't like this feature because in my opinion this makes the maps a bit more clustered with unneeded stuff, since while battling you won't actually use them that much. Another feature is that in every map, at a certain section, if you execute an attack that sends the opponent flying, like Blitzcon overlooking attack for example, you can send your opponent flying right into the next part of the map. Yes, maps are now separated into two sections. After you launch the opponent, you're introduced to a small minigame, where while you're watching the cutscene of your character chasing the enemy, you're able to press the attack button to attack the enemy, making this small section a QTE event. Of course, if the enemy presses a button while in the transition, he will dodge the attack as well. It is not necessary to do any inputs in this section, since then you will just transition to the next scene. You can also make it so that you can teleport behind them to deal more damage, but I was not able to pull it off. Regarding controls, this time you are able to play in two ways. You can either use your regular GameCube controller or Wii Classic controller, or use the Wii mode and nunchucks. I sadly played with a controller, and thus all actions with the Wii mode I was not able to replicate, except maybe for the ultimate jutsu one. Once you land the initial attack, you're able to do a certain input with the Wii mode and nunchucks that can help you deal extra damage. I don't know if it helped, but doing these actions was kinda funny to me. As well, you can use the nunchucks to defend from kunai attacks, but I was not able to test this. One thing that I noticed is that I was not able to properly use the awakening feature in this game. I don't know why, but usually in the previous games it only took like 1 bar if not mistaken, but I assume in this game it takes like 2 bars of your chakra. I was somehow able to pull it off with Lee against Kankuro, but I am not sure how. Skill issue, I guess. As well, now each character's guard health is displayed by their health bar and not by their timer, as it was in Gekito Ninja Taisen 4. The maps in this game are somewhat interesting, and total we have only around 5 maps, which is not good, but each map has another stage inside of it, making it around 10 stages in the game. Regarding the stages, there isn't anything unique to them. We got the Hokage's rooftop with Richiraku Ramen below it, Sand Village with 2 stages, not sure how to call this map, but basically a desert map outside of the Sand Village, Konoha's training field, which is also destroyed, which I assume is after the Kashi's Bell challenge, which then leads into this waterfall section. This new stage, which I assume somehow relates to the Katsuki, and the final valley of course. The interesting thing is that for almost each stage there is a different animation whenever you yeet the opponent to the next stage. In the training field you will jump on 3 branches, while on the final valley stage you will run down the waterfall, which is a cool detail. One thing I noticed which I didn't like, for example in the Konoha stage where Ichiraku Ramen shop is, the people around it are now just sprites and not fully made 3D models as it was in the previous games. The stages in this game are larger, which is thanks to the new engine and being on a newer console. Okay, now that that's done, I'm eager to see how many Shippuden characters this game actually has. Wait, what? This game has only 12 characters we can play. Well, once you beat the story mode, you will have only 8 characters available, but to unlock the rest of the characters, you have to play the single player mode with every character to unlock the rest. It's a whole ass chore to do. In my opinion, they should have reused some PTS characters to make the character pool a bit bigger. That way we could have the newly added characters like Sasori and Deidara for example, plus have the ability to use the older characters like the Sound 4. Some characters like Lee and Naruto felt kinda the same as their PTS counterparts in the sense of their combos. Some of the combo strings or moves feel the same as from the previous Gekito Ninja Taisen games. One character that felt the most unique is Tenten. Yes, you heard me right, Tenten. Depending on the D-pad direction plus the heavy attack button, she will bring out different ninja tools and have different combos with them. This feels a bit gimmicky, but in a good way. You kinda need some skill to master and utilize her full moveset with all of her weapons, plus her ultimate jutsu is one of her all-time best. Okay, regarding the story mode, I already mentioned it revolves around Naruto Shippuden, but how far does it go actually? Well, it covers the first 12 episodes of Naruto Shippuden, but takes some liberties with the story. The story is presented in the same way Gekito Ninja Taisen 4 was, with specially made anime still frames for the game, and has the same text box and image layout from the last game. The story starts as usual. Naruto comes back to the village, but a bit differently. Instead of meeting Sakura, he meets Kakashi first, and they fight. This fight acts as a training section to introduce you to the controls. After that, Naruto meets Sakura and they have a fight as well, in which they have a unique interaction. After that, they have the battle test. Until this point, so far so good in regards to the story. But after this part, the story takes a detour. In the next scene, Team 7 meets Kankuro and Tameri, after which they have a fight. I am not sure why. After which Naruto is inside the sand village and learns that Gaara is now the Kazekage, not from Iruka Sensei, but from Gaara himself. Like, what? After which they both fight again. Then I assume the story kinda follows the canon plot where Deidara attacks and Kankuro chases after them. But after Kankuro gets his well-deserved L, Naruto chases after Deidara and Sasori. While that is happening, Kakashi and Sakura fight against Itachi, which is semi-canon, while Team 3 shows up out of nowhere and fights Kizama. Well, after that, it turns out that those were clones, just like in the canon story. After those fights, Naruto catches up to Deidara and Sasori, and they have a 2v1 fight, which was not easy. Like, holy shit, I struggled with this part. What? Oh, I'm gonna be in this. Wow! Chill your ass! Whoa! What? Ain't no way! I'm cooked! I'm not that good, come on, I can't do 2v1. Wow. No, 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 no. Oh, yo, chill, chill, chill. Ah, what's happening? I'm getting my ass handed to me. What? They both are throwing shit at me. How are you supposed to beat them? What the fuck? Okay, I know I suck, but holy damn. Oh, please, please, no! You and your fucking tail, Sasori. Oh my god! How much can he block? No! 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 Fuck! No way! Ain't no way, bro! Come on, come on, come on, come on, please, please, please. Holy shit, Deidara is annoying as hell. He just kicked me back! Ain't no way, ain't no way. Oh my god, the fucking blocking, holy shit. After that we see an image of Kakashi, Sakura and Lee helping Naruto out, and that's it. By the way, this didn't happen in the main story. They again changed the story for the story mode, but this was more fleshed out and didn't cut corners like Gekito Ninja Taisen 4 did. I like the fact that again we had some game exclusive anime scenes. Regarding the other modes, there aren't that many. We have the single player, time attack and survival modes. On the side we're also able to play multiplayer battles like having 2v1s, 2v2s and so on and so on. These games sadly cut out the overall mode, but adds a new mode called minigames. For this title there is only one minigame called Shuriken Throw, where you essentially by controlling your gamepad control the aiming and by pressing the attack button can shoot shurikens. To score points you need to hit Naruto or Kakashi, but if you hit Sakura you will lose points. I am not sure why it is like that, but okay. I was surprised I was able to play this using my PlayStation 4 controller, like it actually worked. I'll be honest, I'm kinda conflicted about this game. From one side they added new features like the stage change, incorporated the nunchucks and V-mode motions into the gameplay and added a cool minigame, but at the same time the character roster is insulting with only 12 characters. The progression in order to unlock the rest of the characters is a chore and not a fun activity, and the story representation is all over the place with canon and non-canon events mixed together. But yeah, what do you guys think of this? Have you tried it? If so, how was it? Let me know in the comments below. As well, a big thank you for Mati the Legend for being a channel member. Thank you so much. But yeah guys, that's it from me. I wish you all a nice evening. Bye guys, take care everyone.